breaking knowledge, AngularJS. AngularJS navigation in step 5. Open this address, it is application step 5, in a web browser. Download, if yet did not, this address. Click on link. This is link, links, this is menu. Here is web address in format of AngularJS. Click on link and you will see this page. Only one row from table. Here you see all row from table menu. That part of the page coming through this, coming in this HTML div. ng view is AngularJS directive and div, HTML div with that directive accept AngularJS output. The marked part comes in HTML div ng view. Which one is dependent on the web address? The ng view is AngularJS directive. In this address, you can read about it is the component of the module ng root. In this address, you can read more. Let's start from the beginning of our AngularJS application in the index.php. Here is AngularJS directive ng app and the name of our AngularJS application is myfo. The ng app in the HTML document AngularJS see as ng app. At address we read the ng app directive designates the root element of the application and is typically placed near the root element AG on the body or HTML tags. Our AngularJS application is named myfo, all behind the directive ng app is accessible by AngularJS application. It means all web page is accessible by AngularJS application. For AngularJS navigation, we need include two scripts, angular.min.js and Angular root.min.js. Here it is. Here it is. All versions of the AngularJS are here. We use two min script because they have less byte. Root min and Angular min.js. If you want to read script, open this address and this address. Min version of this script is version where is removed all spaces and all all comment, and because of that, min version is less. There is less has less byte. Explanation of this. At first, we declare the variable var my_fo, which is equal to function angular.module with argument my_fo. All our HTML document and argument ng_root module. More about that here. The my_fo is our AngularJS application. my_fo.config in parentheses function with argument $root provider. Explanation. Angular.module my_fo has built in method or function config. Module ng_root has provider $root provider for configuring roots. AngularJS is a product made by Google's engineers. They innovate syntax as this. I think about you have a function as argument, and that function have argument. It is config here is function. It is method, and argument of that config is again method or is again function. The config is a function that has argument function that has argument the $root provider. It is configuration of the function that has argument $root provider. Let's continue with body of my_fo.config function $root provider in curly brackets. This is curly brackets. Open curly brackets and closed curly brackets. In curly brackets, I don't need this. It is very confused in curly brackets. in curly brackets, our function, there is $root provider, and $root provider, there is dot when, there is method or function when. You see that when but here I explain it. The $root provider component has the method or function when, $root provider dot when. In JavaScript, the notation of the hierarchy is by a dot. Example, $root provider dot when parenthesis means that we notify or call function when that is a member of the $root provider. It follows arguments in parentheses of the $root provider when. Here is a parenthesis, and in parentheses this is first argument, and second argument is curly brackets with this explanation. There are two arguments. The first is this, and it means root folder. In this example, it is step 5 with this address. It is root folder, this address. When you enter this address, AngularJS adds hashtag and slash, and we see address with hashtag. Idea for navigation by hashtag come in from HTML bookmark. Hashtag means to go on the top of the web page. Hashtag and some text mean location on the page. With the possibility of surf using hashtags, engineers took advantage of the navigation. The second argument is in curly bracket and have two pair of property value. The property template URL has the value per page a.php. The property controller has the value per name of the controller, main controller. It follows the closing parenthesis. Now we can say what happened after .when. When the web address is the root folder of the web application, open the template URL a.php that communicates with the controller named main controller. Now we have the second method, .when. Here is this format of address. It is after hashtag, and we have this part in the curly bracket. We now know what did happen here. When a web address is in this format, example, open b.php that communicates with the controller named second controller. Because our application has only two templates, we can type closed curly bracket, parenthesis, and semicolon. We finished with the first two main instructions in the AngularJS script. Var myFo this instruction, this one, it is one, and second big instruction begin here, and finished here. The number of the main instruction in the AngularJS script is equal to the number of the leading semicolons. Here is one semicolons, and here is a second semicolons. Okay, it is two instructions. The number of the main instruction in the AngularJS is equal to the number of the leading semicolons. I think here that there is sometimes there is some semicolons inside, but there is no. And because of that, we cannot speak about main instructions. We have two instructions. In the script, in the script, there is still two main instructions. This one, this is one main instruction, because here we have semicolon, but here is one lead instruction, or one main instruction. Explanation, and second, it is one, and second is this one. This one. Explanation. myFlow.controller means the function or method named controller, which owner is our AngularJS application named myFlow. The first argument is name of the controller, main controller, and the second argument is something long in brackets, 3 arguments, and the fourth one is function that has that 3 argument for its argument. 3 argument go here as argument of this function. It means 3 argument, and fourth argument is function, and in argument in that function is that first 3 argument. In the body of the function is this explanation: $scope, $slug, $HTTP. We will continue in second part of this topic, in second video of this topic.